Hey and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Opportunity Scholar. In our previous video so far, we've been talking about how to upload our EbookStore theme to our website, and also how to customize the footer section and upload ebooks to our website. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you how you're going to optimize that website for organic traffic, to also gain recognition and rank on Google search. I'll also put you through how you're going to customize the logo of your website, the navigation, and customizing of the slider section of the site. Okay, so stay with me to the end of this video, and if you're just watching me for the very first time, ensure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell so that once a video like this comes up, you'll be the first to be notified. So let's quickly dive into what we came to do today. So this has been the website we've been editing, and so far we'll be able to edit this footer section, and I was able to show you how to upload your ebooks to the website. Alright, so now we're going to customize this logo and the categories. Then I'll move further to the slider section. Alright, let me show you the footer section, how it looks like. So you can see how the footer section is. Alright, so now the next thing we're going to do now is to quickly go to our layer section, our Blogspot layer section, to do the editing of the home page. So in the Blogspot admin section, we're going to click on the layouts. So under the layouts, then we go to the header section. Alright, so when you click on this pencil icon, this is where we're going to upload our logo. But before that, let's quickly move to the main navigation widget. So this is where we're going to add our categories. Alright, so in this place where it has already created our home page, please leave it as it is, because every website is expected to have a home page. Alright, so the only thing we're going to do is we're going to add a new item, which is new categories that we want to add at the navigation section. So to get the categories link, we'll go back to our home page. At the home page, we're going to copy the categories link. Alright, so you can see the shop by categories, you see the business, fiction, technology, all these are our categories. Okay, so let's copy at least 4 categories link. So you tap on it, and this at the top side you'll see the URL. You will highlight and copy. For those using desktop, you just highlight and copy the link. Then you come back here to the fiction, depending the label you want. Okay, you copy this second category, then let's go to the third category and copy the link. Ctrl A, Ctrl C. Then we do that for the fourth category. Okay, depending the category you want to use. If you don't want to use others, I will show you how you're going to delete others. Alright, if you want to use only 2 categories, I'll show you how to leave 2 categories and remove others. Okay, so now we're going to go to the blog layouts and edit the navigation. Once it opens, this place where it says categories, you're going to click on this pencil icon. If you don't want it, you can delete it, but to edit it, you will click on the pencil icon. In this place of category, you erase it, then you put business. Our first category is business. Then after that, you remove this link, then paste your own link. Okay, so our business category link, we're going to paste it here. After that, you click save. When you click save, you click on add new item to add another category. Okay, the next one is technology. Then you do the same thing here. You paste the technology link that we copied. You save. Then you add new item. So this is how you'll be adding new categories to your navigation. Okay, The next one is fiction. Here you're going to remove the URL that is there, then paste your own URL. Fiction link. Okay, there's a fiction link. You save, then you add a new category. The next category is self-help, right? So you're going to add the self-help category here. Self-help. You Control A to remove the previous link and paste your own. Okay, this is self-help. Now we're going to save all. Once we save it, we'll go back to our home page and refresh to see if it has reflected. Alright, now you can see our categories have been automatically added. Okay, so in case you want to add your pages, maybe you want to add your contact us and your about us, you can also add those two pages there. Okay, so this is how to add your categories. Now the next one we're going to do is we're going to change this slider. Okay, so let me quickly show you how to change your slider. Let's go back to the layer section. Once you go to the layer section, you see the hero slider. So this is the hero slider. You can see where it says hero slider, HTML and JavaScript. Okay, so for you to change the hero slider, first of all, you're going to go to ChatGPT to give you a clean hero slider. You tell ChatGPT the shape you want it to be. Alright, so once ChatGPT has generated the images for you, you're going to upload it as a post. Okay, you upload it as a post to your site. Okay, so let's quickly go to ChatGPT to do that for us. Now on ChatGPT, you're going to tell ChatGPT what your website is all about and tell ChatGPT to generate the image for you. Okay, so now let's give it the prompt. Now I've given ChatGPT the prompt to generate our slider image. Okay, now in giving ChatGPT this prompt, you need to be specific on what you want. Okay, now you can say I told it to give me the exact size. Alright, now this is what I gave ChatGPT. I have an ebook blogspot site and it has 4 sliders. In your own case, you can say 3 sliders. Okay, now I want you to generate 4 different images I will use for my sliders. It should be in square shape. So I told it to generate it one by one for me. So as you can see, it has generated the images for me. Alright, and at the end I also told it to give me taglines. Okay, a 1-sentence tagline that I will use when I upload the slider images. Alright, so it also generated the ebooks taglines for me. So what I'm going to do next is I will download each of these images to my PC. So once I'm done, I'm going to upload this images as a post to my blogspot site. Alright, ensure you upload it as a post. We are going to delete it later, but upload it as a post to your blogspot site. Alright, so let's quickly download it and then move to our layout. So now we're going to begin to upload the images to our post. Okay, so the first one, we can just give it a title, slider 1. Then you come to this part and then upload it as a post. Alright, click on browse. Then these are the different images. Now we're going to choose the first one. We open it. Now once it's done uploading, in this part where it says label, please do not add any label because we are using this as our slider. So you don't need to add any label. All you just have to do is to publish. So we're doing that, so we upload the 4th slider images. Alright, so let's click on the next post. a new post. Then we'll give it a name slider too. Come back here, you pick the image, second image. Now you open it. Once it's done uploading, you publish it. Do not choose any labels, okay? Now we're going to publish it. Once we are done publishing, then we uploaded the third image. So this is how we're going to do until we are done uploading the first slider. So we'll give this one a title also, slider 3, slider 3. We come here, we upload again. Now I've uploaded the 3 slider images that I need. So the next thing I'm going to do is to go to my home page, and I'm going to copy the link of all these images. Alright, I'm not going to copy it here, no, because if I copy it here, it's going to show as a post. Alright, so I want to copy the link of all these images. So I'll go to my home page. Now at the home page, I will click on each of these images that I have published. Alright, so let me right click to open each of them. So once they are opened, next I will still have to open the images. Alright, I will have to right click to get the image URL. So I will copy the link of all these images. Okay, I will Ctrl C, go to the next image and do the same thing. Ctrl A, Ctrl C, then go to the last one too to do the same thing. Or Ctrl A and Ctrl C. So once I'm done, I'm going to go to my layer section and locate the slider. Alright, now you can see the hero slider. This is the hero slider 1. Okay, so let's start with slider 1. Now in this place, we are going to locate where we are going to place the links of the images that we have copied. Now you are going to see this code on my screen, src equals then apostrophe https / the image link. Okay, so this is the place where we are going to paste this link that we copied. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to zoom it so you can see where I'm going to highlight. So you can see my cursor is blinking in this particular part. Alright, now we're going to highlight it. We're going to tap to highlight it. Till the ending part where you see this JPG. Alright, now the reason why this link is like this is because I have already uploaded the previous image here and I inserted the link. Alright, so but in your own case, you're going to see a different code where you're going to edit, which is the code that is showing on my screen now. Okay, now I'm going to paste those link, one of the link that I copied. Okay, one of the image URL. So I'm going to paste it here. Alright, so once I'm done, I'm going to save it. Then once I save it, I will go to my home page and refresh to be sure that it has worked. Alright, so let's go to our home page. Now I'm going to refresh. So let's scroll up to see. Okay, let's go to the book cover. Okay, you can see the first So you can see the first slider images have appeared. Alright, so let's do that for all the slider image. Alright, so we are going to go back to our layer section. Let me close all this tab so it doesn't look confusing. So we'll go to the slider tool to highlight and paste the second link. Okay, so this is a code you're going to see. In this part you can see src equals -https/placehold.co. Okay, it's trying to tell you that that is where the the previous images are being collected from. So in our own case, we are going to highlight from the https down to the closing hyphen. All right, so we are going to paste our second image link. So once we are done with that, we are going to save it. Once we save, we'll do that for the third slider. Okay, so that we'll go and see our home page, how it looks like. So like I said, we are going to go to this code src-https/placehold.co. So that's what you're going to see on your own theme. So that's the part we are going to highlight. So you can see my cursor is blinking there. So once you highlight it, once we've highlighted, we're going to place our third link there. Alright. Now we're going to paste the third link. So once we are done, we're going to save them. Once you save, you go back to your home page to preview how it looks. Okay. So now let's quickly go to our home page and refresh again. So you can see the slider images has reflected. So let's go to the next slider. You can see all the changes we made has reflected. So in case you want to add more slider to your own site, you can simply go back to the hero section of the layout and click on add a gadget. So once you click on add gadget, you choose HTML and JavaScript gadget. Okay, once you click the HTML and JavaScript gadget, you can give it a title and the description of the gadget. Once you're done, you save it, then it's going to reflect again in your home page. So in this side widgets, like all these popular ebooks, recent ebooks, if you want to remove them, it's easy. This newsletter, followers, you want to remove them, you can simply go back to your layout. Under layout, you scroll down, you're going to see the sidebar widgets. You can see them here. You can remove any one you want. You can see the recent books. If you want to remove this widget, you can remove it. Okay, this is the popular books. If you want to remove it also, you can remove it. If you don't want the categories section to show in the sidebar, you can still come here and remove it. Let me remove one of these. I think this one is not needed since we have the category section on the navigation. So we are going to leave the search widget. The recent books and popular books, you can remove one, you can choose to leave one and remove one. Okay, let me remove this recent books. Okay, you can remove it. Then if you want to add any gadget, you can simply click on add gadget and choose whatever gadget you want to add. Okay, if you want to add your profile, you can also click on profile and customize your profile, and then it's going to reflect on your Blogspot site. So since we removed the recent posts and other widgets here, we're going to go back to our home page and refresh to see if what we removed here has reflect. So let's go back here and refresh. Then we'll come down to the sidebar. Okay, you can see the recent images, the recent post has disappeared from here. It's no more here. If you want to remove the search widget, you can still remove it. If you want to remove this popular books, you can also remove it. Okay, and customize the sidebar the way you want it to be. Then here is your newsletter. I think this is important so that in case anybody wants to receive messages when you upload new books, they can be prompted here. So they will just add their email and click on subscribe. You can subscribe to your blog site. Okay, let me remove this popular books. I don't need it on my own blog. So let me go back and refresh to see if it is still there. Okay, the popular books now is no more here. Alright, so we just have our newsletter, the followers, and then the search widget. Alright, this section you see here is for ads. Okay, in case of your blog site gets monetized by any ad platform, you can just come here, place your ad. Alright, so I already showed you the footer layout. So if you want to add more widgets or gadgets to the footer layout, you can come here and add more. If you want to customize it, you can also customize it. So the next we're going to be doing is changing our header logo. Alright, so we are going to go back to our layer section, then to our header logo. So in this part, what we are going to do now, all we just need here is the logo itself. Alright, we just need the book logo, and then we'll now put our title here. So you don't need to add a description here, no. All you just need is the logo. Alright, so the logo we created and uploaded in our footer section, we are going to go back to this logo, and then we are going to give it to ChatGPT to remove some parts in the logo. Okay, we only need that icon there. Only the icon we need. Alright, so let's quickly go back to ChatGPT and give it the prompt. So on ChatGPT, I gave it this prompt. You can see I uploaded our logo that we generated using ChatGPT. Now I told it I need only the icon itself. It should be in transparent background, 250 by 80 pixels. Okay, so now ChatGPT has separated the icon from the text. So now I'm going to download the icon. This is what we need only for our header logo. Okay, so once it's downloaded, we're going to upload it to our layer section. Alright, then we're going to go back to our layout, then open the header section. This part where it says books, you change it to your website name, Happy Books. Then we scroll down and upload our image. Now we'll open it. In this part where it says behind title and description, alright, so in case you don't want this title and description to appear, we can check it. Okay, this part says behind the title and description. That means this logo will stay by the side, and then the title and description will be by the other side. Okay, but instead of title and description means you don't want the title and the description to appear. You only want the icon itself. Okay, so whichever one you want, you check it. Okay, so but I'm going to leave it at behind the title and description since I wrote the text up here. the blog title here. So once it has uploaded, I'm going to turn on this shrink to fit, so that it can fit the size of the size and shape of the site. So once it's done, I'm going to click on save. Then we'll go back to our home page and refresh to see if it has picked with the new update. Okay, so let's refresh our website. So you can see our logo is being uploaded. Okay, so it has been updated on our home page. Now if you want it bigger, you want it to be bigger than this, you have to go to Canva, the same way I showed you on how to increase the size using Canva. So you can go to Canva, give it the rightful size you want, the pixels, then upload it to Canva. Then Canva will give you the rightful measurement. Okay, then you can come here and upload it back. Alright, so let's quickly go back to the layout. Now since we are done with the layout and customization of our site, the next thing we are going to go into now is optimization. Okay, to optimize this website for Google search traffic. Alright, so in doing this, we are going to go to the settings of our blog. Now under the settings, we'll start changing the title and description. So now in the description, we are going to use ChatGPT. We are going to tell ChatGPT what our website is all about, and it should give us a short description for our site for optimization. Alright, so let's change the title first to our website's name. So our website name is Happy Books. So we're going to save it. Then we'll go to ChatGPT for the description. Okay, so on ChatGPT, you're going to give it this prompt: I have an ebook blogspot site. Then you add your website name. Now you tell ChatGPT to give you a short SEO meta description for your website so that it can rank. Alright, so now you can see ChatGPT gave me different SEO meta description, very short, between 150 to 160 characters that I can use. So you just have to choose one and copy it. So we'll go to our Blogger site and paste it in the description. Ctrl V. Save. Now your website is not an adult content, so you just have to skip that part. In this place it says show warning to blog readers. You leave it. Okay, do not check it. Here it says Google Analytics measurement ID. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you're going to add this your site to Google Analytics to measure your user traffic as they visit your website. So in this place is of favicon. In your favicon, you are going to upload your icon. Okay, the icon we got from ChatGPT. So you just have to go to ChatGPT this time and tell ChatGPT to recreate that same icon for you, but this time it should not be in a transparent background. It should be in an opaque background and in a square shape. Alright, so once ChatGPT gives you just go download it and then you upload it. So I'm going to go to my site and then I'm going to upload it. I'll click on the favicon, then upload. So you can see the first square shape. Now it has picked. Now I'm going to click on save. So now we are going to go to Google Analytics measurement ID. Please, you have to pay attention carefully here. This Google Analytics, what it works is, it helps you gather your traffic. It helps you see your traffic, where your traffic sources are coming from. Alright, it will give you every data you need about your traffic, your users, the device they use, okay, whether they are referred or not. Even if your site is being attacked by bots, you're going to get the information from Google Analytics. Alright, so we are going to add this site to Google Analytics. So now we are going to open another tab and search for Google Analytics. All right, Google Analytics. So the first part of this Google Analytics is what we are going to choose. All right, so once we are there, you can see Google Analytics for website. So you click on it, it's going to take you to some part where you just have to fill. All right, now it says go to analytics. If you don't have an account, you can click on sign up. Okay, so in Google Analytics, it has some courses that you can take, and you get your certificates. Okay, click on go to analytics. Now you're going to choose create. Okay, you can also click on the drop down icon. You're going to choose create an account. As a new user, you have to click on create an account. So I'm going to click on create an account. So here you're going to put your account name. Okay, you can put your website title. Here I'm going to write Happy Books. Then you ensure you check all these boxes. Okay, then you click on next. From there you're going to add that same website title again, Happy Books. Now the next part, it says you should put your reporting time zone. So this place, it says property name is required. Okay, that is your website name. So here it says the reporting time zone, so you can choose Nigeria if you wish. Here you just have to change it to Nigeria. Okay, so once you choose Nigeria, it will automatically give you Nigerian time zone. The currency, you can leave it at US dollar if you wish, or you can change it. So I'm going to leave mine at US dollar. Then I'll click on next. So in this part, it's going to ask you which industry does your website falls into. Okay, so you click the drop down arrow. You can see books and literature. You choose it. Now they ask business size is required. So here you're going to choose small, which is 1 to 10. You can also choose others if you wish to. So I'm going to choose small, 1 to 10. Then I click on next. So now it brings you to a place where you need to answer the questions. They said choose your business objective. What is your main purpose of your business? So the first question is, do you want to generate leads? Measure actions that indicate potential customers, such as implementing contract form or requesting a quote. So for me, I always check all this. Okay, so in your own case, you can select the one you want. Here it says understand web or app traffic. You can also check that part. So but for me, I check everything. You click on create. Your region, you can leave it at US, but you can still change it to Nigeria since you choose Nigeria in the first part. So you click on, you scroll down, you click on this, I also accept data processing time. So you check the box, you scroll down again, you also check the second box, then you click on I accept. Okay, so it's going to generate your ID for you that we're going to use for our website. Now they're asking us to choose a platform. So for those who have app, can choose Android app or iOS app. So but since ours is for website, we're going to choose website. Now it asks us to add our website link. So I'm going to go back to our website and copy the link. Then I'll place it here, Ctrl V. you remove the HTTPS since there's already HTTPS here. All right. In this place where it says stream name, you put your website's name, or you can add any name you wish. Now you're going to click the next part. So we'll click create and continue. So it's going to bring us to this section where it has generated the number for us, but this is not what we need yet. Okay, we'll still have to click next. For it to generate the ID, we need the measurement ID for tracking of our website traffic. So Google is going to give us this tracking code here. Okay, so you can either copy this tracking code if you wish. You click here. Where my cursor is blinking is what we need. Okay, so I'm just going to copy it to our blog site. So this is all we need. I'll Ctrl C to copy. So I'll go to my blog site and then paste the code. So I'll click on the Google Analytics measurement ID. This is just all they want. Then I'll place the code. Okay, so this is the ID they want. So in case it creates a full tag for you, all you just have to do is just copy this short measurement ID. Okay, the other code, the full code is also being used, but you have to go to the header section of your HTML and place it there. So but for you not to disturb your theme or make any changes that will destroy your website, you just have to copy the measurement ID and then come here and place it. So once done, the part where it says publishing, blog address, custom domain. Custom domain are those who have already purchased that domain .com.ng. Alright, so they can come here and fix the domain. So in this part where it says HTTPS redirect, since it has been checked, you can check yours. Alright, so we'll scroll down and go to the next part that says permission. I think someone in the group was asking me about how to add someone, a user, to their blog site. So this part is where you're going to add a user to your website. Maybe you have an author or somebody that want to post for you. You can come here and add, click on invite more authors. So when you click on invite more authors, it's going to give you an option where you're going to add your emails, the email of that person you're inviting. Okay, so this is the part where you're going to put the person's email and then you click send. The person is going to get a notification to his email to join. Alright, so once the person has joined, you come to this part and maybe if you want to make the person an admin, you are going to see the option where it says make this person an admin. Okay, so you can make the person an admin. So the next part is this post section. This post section is saying the maximum posts shown on the main page. In this home page, how many posts do you want the book to appear? All right, so if you choose 7, that means in this place it will be 7 posts that will be shown on the main page. If you choose 10, any number you want, that is the number of posts that will appear in the home page. All right, so the post template is optional. This image light box, you can leave it. Then lazy load images, if you feel you want to check it, you can check, but all this part I do skip it, I don't leave it. So the next section is a comment section. This is where you're going to choose who can comment on your blog. Maybe if you want to choose only those who have a Google account, a Gmail can comment, this is where you're going to do it. Okay, Here you can see they say anyone including anonymous. You can check it. Here they says users with Google accounts. Here is only members of this blog. If you want only members of your blog to comment, you can check that part. So I'm going to leave mine at anyone. Anyone can comment. So here, if you want to a comment form message, you can click on it. So I don't want something like that. I'm just going to leave it. Here is your time zone. You can come here and change the time zone if you wish, but I do leave my time zone like this. But you can change your time zone if you want. The next place you should be going now is the meta tag section, which is very, very crucial. This meta tag section, you need to turn it on to enable Google to index your website on Google search. Okay, so here we are going to paste the search description that ChatGPT created for us. We are going to come here and paste it again. So you ensure that the number of words is 150. Okay, so you click on save. This search description is what somebody will see about your website on Google search. Okay, now the next part you're going to go is error and redirect. So the next section we're going to be going into is the crawlers and indexing section. Okay, in this part is very, very compulsory. You need to enable our robot.txt. Okay, this helps to crawl your website. Any post you publish on your website, this is what helps to crawl your website. So it informs Google that this particular blog has posted a new article on their website. Okay, so in doing this, we are going to make sure we embed our custom robot.txt file. Okay, so we are going to give ChatGPT our website and tell it to create a custom robot.txt file for our Blogspot site. Ensure that you let it be specific about where you're creating this platform. All right, if your site is WordPress, tell ChatGPT it is a WordPress site. If your site is a blogger site, tell ChatGPT it is a blogger site. Be specific. All right, so let's go to ChatGPT and tell it to create our robot.txt file. So you can see the prompt I gave it. My website is, I paste the link for it, then I told it create a custom robot.txt file for my Blogspot site. Now it has generated the robot.txt file. All I'm going to do now is copy it, then go back to my site, then click on custom robot.txt, then I'm going to paste it here. Okay, then I will save it. So that's it. You don't need to enable this part that says enable custom robot header tag, so you don't need to enable it. Now this other part is Google Search Console. We've done this in our previous video, so I'm going to redo it for those that are just watching this video. So we are going to click on Google Search. This Google Search now helps your website to be indexed on Google Search. This is where you're going to view your organic traffic, your organic performance. Okay, people that search your website on Google, you're going to see how many people search for your website on Google. Okay, and also the countries they came from and the device they also use. So I'm going to show you how you're going to add your site. All you just have to do is to click on this 3 arrow, then you click on the drop down menu. You can see a lot of websites I have added here. Okay, I've added our website already, but I'm going to show you how to do it again so you don't make mistake. Now you're going to click on add property. When you click on add property, you click on add a new website. Now since your site is a Blogspot site, you are going to be using this part. Then we'll paste our Blogspot site. Then we'll click on continue. It will now automatically verify your site and index it within 24 to 48 hours. Okay, you can see it says ownership auto verified. You click on done. Now, for you to be sure that this your website is now on Google, we are going to type in site slash, then I'll paste my website link. So I'm going to check if this site is now on Google. Now you can see that my website is on Google. You can see Happy Book. Alright, you can see Happy Book now is on Google. So in your own case, once you add your site to Google Search Console, you just have to wait for 24 to 48 hours. Your site is going to show on Google Search just like this. Okay, so in your own case, when you add your site to Google Search Console, you have to give it within 24 to 48 hours for your site to appear on Google, just like this. Okay, and if you want Google to always recrawl your site whenever you post, there's something we call sitemap. This helps to prompt Google that this site has uploaded a new post. Okay, so I'm going to show you your sitemap and how to get it, so that you always remind Google to go and recrawl your site. Okay, but although Google automatically recrawl all websites that is on search engine. Okay, so but for you to always update Google about the particular post you post and you want that post to be on Google search, you give Google this sitemap URL. So you go back to your Blogger settings. In this custom robot.txt file, you're going to tap on it. When you tap on it, at the last part is where your sitemap is. Okay, you can see sitemap. All you just have to do is to copy the link of that sitemap. Ctrl C. So once you copy the link of that sitemap, you go to Google Search Console where you've added your website. Now I'm going to choose the website that I just added. So I'm going to change it to Happy Books. Then you can see this part where it says sitemap. I will click on it. Then it will give me a place where I'm going to paste my sitemap link. So once it appears, you place your sitemap. Now Google will go and recrawl that site for any post you have published. Now you can see where you're going to place and submit your sitemap. I'm going to Ctrl V to paste it. Now I don't need to add any HTTPS again, because you can see Google has already picked the website link. You can see https:/yourhappybooks.blogspot.com, so you don't need to resend this part again. All you just need is sitemap.xml. Okay, so that's what you'll be sending to Google anytime you post a new article or you publish your ebook. You just have to come in and type sitemap.xml, then you click on submit. So once you click on submit, it will automatically fetch all the pages, all the posts you have published, even the number of authors you have. It will automatically bring them out. Okay, you can see it says sitemap submitted. Google will periodically process it and look for changes. You'll be notified if anything goes wrong with it in the future. Okay, so you click on dismiss. Now you can see discovered pages. It discovered 5 pages. Sources, You can see when last it read your site, that is August 6th. So once you're done with that, you don't need to do anything. In this part is your insights, where you're going to check the number of traffic or visitors coming to your site. Here is your performance too. So let's check our performance. So this is where you're going to see your 24 hours, people that visited your site 24 hours, people that visited your site 7 days, 28 days, and so forth. So if you want to customize to know visitors that visited yesterday or within 2 days ago, you can come here to customize that. Okay, so that will be all about customization of your website theme. If you have any question about this video so far, from the footer section customization, from the uploading of the theme till this video, you can drop your comments in the comment section. And for those who will be requesting for the theme, I have updated the theme, okay, to its latest version, and I'll also be sending it to the WhatsApp group. So you just have to join the WhatsApp group and you will get the updated theme there and use it to customize your own website, okay, so that it will look professional. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.